dinosaur nest. And it contains a Mattel hatch and play egg. Now there are 4 of these available, one with a T-Rex in it, one with the baby Velociraptor, one with the Triceratops, and one with the Stygimoloch. Now on one side it just looks like a regular egg, and it's got this kind of speckled effect. There are little cracks and things in it, a lot of detailing. Now it really looks like an eggshell, and even feels like an eggshell with the plastic they've used. It's got ever so slight roughness to it. And this is my favourite side of the egg, that just looks like a kind of authentic egg. The only problem is that the top and bottom don't properly line up. The top kind of overlaps the bottom. I wish that it sort of lined up properly so it was a smooth transition from the top to the bottom rather than this gap that you can see there, because it sort of shatters the illusion of it being a real egg. And then on the other side you've got the Jurassic Park logo engraved in there. And then you've got a sticker at the top here which is different on each egg and represents the dinosaur inside, with sort of different colour skin and the eye poking through a crack there. But it's a lot bigger than the actual dinosaur in size, so it doesn't quite work in terms of the scale of the dinosaur inside the toy compared to this. I mean, that eye and that dinosaur look a lot bigger than what is actually in the egg. So I wish the crack was smaller and the eye was smaller. I know it probably doesn't really matter to too many people, but I just wish it was a bit more accurate and represented the toy inside. And also I don't like so much of one side of the egg being taken up by the sticker, because like I say, I like the egg to just look kind of like a real egg like that. But it's still a fun feature, and it's a bit like at the start of Jurassic World where the Indominus Rex's eye is poking through like that. Now this action feature is activated by pressing down reasonably hard on the top of the egg, and you'll hear a mechanism whirring away, and then the top of the egg pops off like that to reveal the dinosaur inside. What species is this?
It's a Velociraptor.
Ah, thank you, Wu. And you can see inside here I've got the Velociraptor blue. It's got that blue paint scheme on either side going down, accurate to the film where it doesn't come up over the eye on that side, but it does on this side. And the eyes are painted nicely there. There's a bit of kind of sandy shading on the underside. None of the nails are painted though. And then the inside of the mouth is also painted and just cast in a kind of a pink plastic there as well with the teeth. So it's a really nice looking little dinosaur. It's got a slight cartoony look to it, but that's, you know, just because it's a baby, so it's you kind of can't avoid that. But you know, it looks very cute, and it doesn't look too cartoony. I think it still looks reasonably realistic as kind of a baby Velociraptor. It's got a bit of articulation as well. The tail can bend up and down slightly. That's mainly to fit it into the egg though. And then the legs move forward and backwards, as well as out to the sides a little bit. And the arms do the same. They can go all the way around and they move out to the sides as well like that. So it's got pretty good articulation. And also the mouth will open and close. There's a little wheel on the back there that you can turn around, and if you turn it enough the mouth will hold open, so it gives you some different display options. You can either have it with its mouth open or closed, or if you just turn the wheel a little bit it will just have the mouth kind of snap in like that, which is a nice feature. I kind of wish they'd given the attack pack Velociraptors. On the bottom of one foot he's got the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World logo there, but he doesn't have an app thing on the other foot like the main action figure line does. Lovely sculpt. Mama. Mama. Now to get him back into the egg, you need to fold that tail up like that and then have his arms and legs kind of upwards like that, so he's in a bit of a weird positioning, but that's the best way to get him in there. And then line up the egg so that this little tab there goes into there, and that's where the mechanism is. And then there's another latch at the front there just to hold it a bit more securely, and you click it down there. Now it can be a bit difficult to click it in without it activating the mechanism. But if you fiddle around with it a few times, you can usually get it to stay on there. So that's the Hatch and Play Velociraptor. It's a really fun little toy, and uh-oh. I think the parents are home. I better get out of here. Ah!